Oh my God, that looks awesome. Wow. Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. Holy cow.
So this is the media. And this is the Flex Soft. This is that A sheet, has that shiny side, and then
The
it
dull
has the
side.
dull side. All right.
Right.
And then this is the B sheet that has the print side, and
Right.
then the plain white side. So now, if we're going to
Right.
print on this A size, then our design has to be reverse. All right, so
Okay.
a mirror image of itself. But we also, if we're using, especially if we're using these little inexpensive printers, we can print on this B sheet. And many
Okay.
times, I mean, there's a number of benefits to doing it this way. So let's give this a try. So this is the printer that we're printing to. So what we want to do is we want to go into the properties section. And I've already created one that we use for the B paper. I'm just going to show you what we do to create that. So we tell it we're going to be printing on a letter size sheet, all right? And then we go into the finishing section. We're not doing anything in finishing. We go into paper source, and this is real important here, is that we're telling it we're using this heavy H paper setting. All right?
Okay.
So we're doing heavy paper setting with that. And then we go into quality. And in quality, what we do is we go into advanced settings here. And the main thing in the advanced settings is the toner density option here. So toner density, you'll normally be set to do not adjust. So what you do
Okay.
is that you pop this up and you select adjust. Then you click on the details button here. And then this is normally set right here in the middle, which is 0 adjustment. And
Right.
we want all the toner that printer can put down. So we set that to the maximum possible density.
So don't do anything but fine, adjust density, just that main one, just put that all the way to
This
dark.
does the trick for
Okay.
us. So that's the main setting here. And toner saver should be turned off for sure.
Toner save.
'Cause we
Okay.
want, and the nice thing about these little cheap printers is that they're designed to sell toner. You spend $80 on a printer, and then they want
Oh,
you
yeah.
to buy a $100 toner cartridge for it. Okay, so and the printers are
Right.
designed to sell that toner, so they're designed to put down a lot of toner, and we love a lot of toner. So that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good thing for us. So that's why for us, a cheap printer is better than an expensive printer, because expensive printers are designed to save toner, to save consumables, and we want to use up a lot of consumables because it works better for us. So once we've got
Right.
that set, then we want to print, you want to do no scaling, all right? And looks like with no scaling, your job fits. So good for you. Looks like you got it set in the right area. We want to auto rotate
Nice.
it and center it because we don't want to, just put it over in the corner. We want to center it on the page, all right? So that gets us all set up and centered. So everything looks good now, right? All right,
Right.
so let's try it and see. So we click print. And these laser printers are fast, so it doesn't take long.
Right. Are they faster than inkjet, you think, or
Huh? Oh,
is,
they're
la-
way faster
is laser
than
faster
inkjet.
than?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
way
wow.
faster than inkjet.
Yeah, it looks like it came out pretty good. I don't see any vintage look. The clarity looks really good.
Okay, so what we do is the A sheet goes down, always first on the bottom, with the matte side up. And then the B sheet with the white side, or in this case the printed side, goes down. And then we cover this with a piece of a parchment sheet.
What's that called? You said a parchment sheet?
And then we're pressing this. I've got my pressure set to about medium pressure. And we're pressing this, actually, maybe a little too medium. Yeah, all right. So we're pressing this for about a minute and a half. All right.
Okay.
So what happens during that time is that the heat builds up, and the adhesive sheet softens in the heat.
Okay.
The adhesive is it's a thermal adhesive coating that's on that B sheet. And that thermal adhesive coating, when it heats up and starts melting, it becomes sticky like crazy. And it sticks very, very well to the toner, but the coating that's on that sheet keeps it from sticking to the sheet itself. So it won't stick to the, it won't stick to to your A foil or the A sheet, but it sticks like crazy to the toner. And the other nice thing about this adhesive is that it's a very hard adhesive. So what that means is that the hardness of the adhesive means that it has the ability to stick to really fine detail, and we're going to find out about that with this one because your stuff has got some really super fine detail to it. All right, so we're done with that. So what we do is I would typically rub over this with a cloth. We don't have one right at the moment, but let's see what we've got here. So this is a hot peel.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
And then, yeah, looks like it did great. So this is this is the
last time with the FedEx.
So there's nothing left on the adhesive sheet at all, except the shadow of where it was. And so it's all transferred now over to this A sheet.
Oh wow, nice.
All right. Okay, so now what we can do is cut these out.
Oh, that looks good.
All right, let's see how this goes on to a shirt. So the reason I wanted to go ahead and do it this way is because, I don't know, do you have any special platen or anything that you use for this? Because
I think, what's it called, a Teflon pillow or something? Some kind of pillow.
Okay, all right. So something like this might be what we would want to use. Would be to have 4 or 5 sheets of regular paper, just to bring the pressure up to the same level as the shirt. You see what I'm doing?
Right.
And then I'll cover this with my parchment sheet, and I want to set my pressure up to high. Well, I don't know. And so now I'm going to press this. Since I've got those extra sheets of paper in there, I think I would typically say that we would press this for about 30 seconds with a a regular setting. But since I've got that extra paper in there, I think I might let it go just a little bit longer, just to make sure that that it comes up to the full temperature all the way down to that A sheet. We're at about a minute thereabouts. So now this becomes a cold peel. So I'll just, take off these extra pieces of paper that we used, set those aside, and I'll remove our sheet here where I can kind of put it on metal table, cool it down. I can feel it cooling off under my fingers here. All right. So once it's completely cool, then what we want to do is we want to grab a corner of this, and we want to real carefully, can you see how I'm bending that over?
Yeah.
We want to real carefully bend this over and just roll it off. Because you got really tiny, fine elements here.
Oh my God, that looks awesome. Wow. Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. Holy cow. That came out perfect. Yeah, that looks good.
All right, so now after we press this on here, and after we've peeled it off, then the next thing that we want to do, so it's kind of on there lightly because of the thickness of that media. So we want to put it back into the heat press and basically, kind of just put our little sheets over the top of it again. We should cover it with a piece of parchment and put our sheets over the top like that. So we've got, a piece of parchment down, our sheets on it, and then we want to press it one more time. So this will really press it down deep into the fabric. So it really kind of buries it into the fabric to give us the the best result.
So it's just a minute or
Yeah,
30 seconds?
30 seconds is really all we need for this. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
Thanks for taking this time with us today. I really appreciate the opportunity to show this to you. Hope you'll have good success with it, and feel free to check in with us in the future.